is going on, everybody? All right, so today is Sunday, December 7th, 2025. And today we're back at it. We're going to be talking about, of course, Restore the Snyderverse. There's something big also around the corner. Things are happening, things are moving. There's no stopping it. There is no preventing the return of the Snyderverse and everything that has to do with Zack Snyder, the DCEU, and all this goodness that we've been fighting for all this time. Things are changing, things are shifting, and I'm excited to be here with each and every one of you. And with that being said, let's get into today's show. So let's go ahead and see who's on the chat to, give some what do you call it, recognition to y'all and stuff like that. Because it's thanks to you for tuning in, for watching from wherever you are around the world. I appreciate that. Every time we're seeing more and more people that are getting in and joining, and that is amazing to see how more people are literally everywhere coming together for this great cause. I know yesterday we had that Batman versus Superman watch party. That was fun hanging out with y'all. We were able to interact and all that good stuff. So, we'll be doing some more watch parties and stuff like that as we get into 2026. But I do have some planned out for the rest of this month. Probably going to do another one, but I'll keep you all posted, from for the dates and stuff like that. So, that's the important part, and it's all about that, just hanging out and spending time with y'all and things like that. So you know it's always good. It helps us. It helps the algorithm, all that stuff. And again, today we're going to be talking about all these topics, just because there's a lot of things that are coming out and they're dropping, and it's pretty cool to see how things are just everywhere right now. So we're gonna start seeing all that and stuff like that. Appreciate that. I'm feeling a lot more better. Still trying to get over this flu, but I'm still here. And or let me just see, just to catch up. All right, so appreciate everybody. So we're gonna get started. Share the links if you haven't shared it. That way we can get more people on this stream and stuff like that. So, all right, look, check this out. So Zach posted up another picture today with Henry Cavill, as Superman, and I just put up a video. If you haven't seen it, go watch it and stuff like that. So, it's very interesting to see how the internet literally gets on fire, symbolically, and of course, everybody's just talking. That's the best part about it, and just seeing how everybody is just coming together and stuff like that. It's amazing. It's amazing and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool and stuff like that. It's awesome. It's awesome. I can't I can't express how nice it is to see how everyone everywhere are like straight up still asking for Zack Snyder, the DCEU. It's trending, literally. It trends. Everything with Zack trends, and the DCEU, unlike with James Gunn and the DCU that nobody's interested in. And I just can't wait. This is going to be interesting. And today we have the comeback from Strong Arm Flicks. What's going on, bro? Talk to us.
Hey, what's going on, brother? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
All right, all right. I'm trying to get these headphones I got are pretty janky, so I'm trying to get them working.
Okay.
What's up, though, guys? How you been?
All good, all good. What's up with you?
Oh man, this has been a lot going on. Hey, I sent that link. I forwarded it to Jeffrey on Facebook because he said something about sending it to him on X, and I was like, I don't really I don't know what they, dude. I don't what has been going on with Twitter or X because I haven't been on there in so long. I got on there the other day, and my account with all my followers, it's like my account's still there, but I have no followers,
They
and
changed. They
it's
changed
like
a lot of things.
it's weird, bro. Like I have no
Yeah,
friends and followers and everything. Like I still have the account, and it's still got the name and the logo, and I'm like, what the hell?
yeah. It's I don't know. It's social media. You're gonna have to mess with it. It's been a while that they changed, and like I don't know. Ever since they sold or whatever,
Yeah,
a
that's
bunch of
why
stuff.
I feel like a lot of people are gravitating away from the X now
Yeah,
because of that. Some people like it, but I really don't because it really just seems like they're just trying to drive more money out of people with the blue check marks,
yeah,
and
yeah. Of course.
then if you're not following somebody now or like paying for something, you can't even message people on there.
There you go. That's what the
That's
key is. They're trying to charge everybody. and that's starting to sound a lot like what Netflix has been doing. Oh
Oh shit!
man, today's topic is gonna be interesting, man. Yo, let's get into this while we wait for Jeffrey to join and stuff.
All right.
So how are we looking at how everything? What's your thoughts, man? After all this time that you've been gone for a minute, like, let everybody know what's up. What's on your mind?
I mean, yeah, it's definitely been a long time. It's been a long time coming too. Basically, man, I've been on a journey outside of you know, we all we all got lives outside of the things we love. And
Yeah,
on my end, bro, it's just, man, it's been a heaping pile of like nightmares and dog shit, to be honest with you. But there's light on the other side. I've been on like a little journey and shit. And I'm getting to a much better place now. And but I've been keeping up as much as I can with everything that's going on. So even though I'm pretty silent at times, I'm paying, I may have missed some things, but I'm keeping up and paying attention. I'm here with you guys. I still see what's going on. I'm still out here, y'all. I'm still out here breathing, kicking.
good, good, good.
You
Jeffrey,
know,
what's up?
what's up,
Nothing. How are
Jeffrey?
you?
Hey,
Hey.
my brother from another mother.
Hey. But yeah, how you doing?
Good, good.
Doing
We're
good,
still
man.
here
Feel great being back here, man. It's been a minute since the trio's been united, dog.
for real.
Yeah, because yeah, really, I don't know kind of like what you've been up to, but yeah, pretty much kind of like you. I've kind of been at that place, kind of like still recovering from ankle surgery, now dealing with the bad back and going through like mental therapy too. So yeah, just kind of a lot of bad stuff going on with me, but starting to get back into it.
Right. Well, I remember hearing about you talking to me, Jeffrey, about a little while back about what was it? Your ankle. Yeah, your ankle.
Yeah.
What happened to your back? You said something happened to your back too?
Yeah, we don't basically they don't know anything yet, but basically what we can kind of surmise from what the specialists are saying. Basically, they think that it might have something to do with it might have the my back problem apparently might have been affected because of the ankle surgery, because apparently that's a thing.
Well, yeah,
So
yeah. Your feet and your ankles, that controls like the way that you pace yourself, the way you stand, the angle that your spine is going to be pressed on, like you know what I mean. So if they didn't do a good job on the ankle surgery, then yeah, eventually that probably could fuck something up mess something up in your back. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's crazy, bro. I'm sorry to hear that. You getting through it though? You doing better?
um honestly,
Kinda.
no, it's been kind of like getting worse, like to the point when I told them about like how I was doing, they kind of they didn't really say anything, but they had like the specialist, the chiropractor that I was talking to was kind of had like this OS tone in his voice, like, oh shoot.
I
So
gotcha.
so yeah, like basically what they're doing is they're they're setting me up for a MRI.
No, you'll
Okay.
get better soon. So let them do what they have to do, and you'll be back fine in no time. So let's talk
Yeah.
about this whole thing with DC and WB, all this
Yes.
nonsense
Tell us
that's
Yeah,
what's
going
going
on.
on.
What
yeah.
people are waiting to hear. So what's
Yep.
going
Yeah.
on? What's in your thoughts? Tell us.
Thought. Really, I think it's kind of for me, like I kind of said, I think it's like kind of funny how because I've been kind of going on like my little side journey for like the past 5 years, and it really just kind of like it's kind of funny how this whole thing is leading into Christmas. I'll just kind of say that, like basically last Christmas, something interesting kind of happened, and that's the kind of like exclusive to me. But it's like kind of like very funny how we're going into Christmas with this kind of mindset where all of this good stuff is happening. So, because like like once again, like kind of like for years, people are saying like, dude, there's no way they're gonna sell WB is going to be sold to Netflix, so it's probably going to be Paramount or Universal, and then like Netflix comes out of nowhere with a like a 85 billion dollar deal in
Yeah, that's
hard
fucking
cash,
crazy.
basically.
Yeah,
So
that's some crazy, man. Look at one thing you can't, you can see a lot of things about Netflix, but one thing you can't take from them is, man, I don't know why they've got infinite money. It seems like
they got money.
This shit is crazy. They're just like, oh, we'll throw you 75 billion. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? How much money you guys got? Like, holy
shit. Yeah, and that's really that's really the thing that I think people kind of underestimate. Like Netflix was kind of like technically it was kind of like YouTube, that side of the streaming thing. But when it comes to like the Hollywood side of things, Netflix started that whole streaming era. So which it kind of gave them the nickname the king of streaming. And so it's like we really don't know how much money they have, but we do know that they've been making moves and people have been trying to copy that blueprint that they have, because now every Hollywood company has a streaming service. So it's like, dude, Netflix does have the money. You're just underestimating them because they're a streaming service.
Yeah. Oh, but see, so I wanted to answer your question more direct though, with what's been going on. So, in my opinion, man, Netflix buying WB DC, you know what I'm saying? It could be a good or a bad thing. I'm willing, because of Zack Snyder, though, the way that our boy has been putting out all this, he knows exactly what he's doing. This is very similar to when Zack Snyder's Justice League first got announced that they got the funding, and he was in the middle of doing reshoots, and it was old news by the time we found out about it. Not old news, but it had been well into progress for months. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, if we're lucky, not to get everyone's hopes up too high, if we're lucky, it could be a scenario like that, because he knows exactly what he's doing. You know what I mean? The way that he puts up pictures, he knows how to do these things to engage the fans, to say, hey, pay attention, something's going on. And he also knows he also knows how to tread the line professionally, just with like images, to not give too much hope. Like, if there was no chance, or there was even a chance that it wouldn't happen, he wouldn't even attempt to, like, you know what I'm saying, do what he's doing. He's like on a full Restore the Snyderverse campaign undercover right now.
Right.
Like, single-handedly. And the thing is like, I me personally, I don't care who bought or was going to buy, I don't care who would have attained the company. My thing is just personally, I just want whoever to obtain the company that's going to restore the fucking Snyderverse.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Now, is Netflix, now the question is Netflix going to do that? Now, I can tell you that there's a much better chance of Netflix doing it, or for that matter, any fucking buddy that isn't Warner Brothers, clearly, then, you know what I'm saying? So anybody having Warner Brothers is better than them, making their own decisions, because we've seen that they just want to fight the fans and lose money hand over fist. Netflix did have I can't remember his name. Remember the CEO that was real tight with Snyder, or the boss of Netflix? Yeah.
Yeah.
And now they've he stepped down. They got a new guy that's been there for a little bit now. So this guy, I'm not so sure. See, and this is where my my mindset and thinking kicks in, right? I'm not so sure about this guy that's at Netflix right now. Because like I said, now, you know, Zach's Rebel Moon movies, I loved them. Some people didn't, but the bottom line is they made their money, they made their viewership. The way that Netflix you know what I mean, funds their movies and the way that they get paid for like viewership, it did what they needed it to do and then some. You know, they got four movies for what, the price of like one?
Yep. 4 movies for the price of one.
Basically, you know, because you make one movie, you split it into 2 parts.
Yep.
Then you make the director's cuts, which is just, you know what I mean, of them 2 parts. So now basically you filmed one long movie and you've split it into 4, and they paid a set price for just one movie, got fucking 4 out of it, and Zack Snyder's fan base and hype. So people that try to say that Rebel Moon wasn't successful, they've lost their damn mind. But even if it wasn't successful, right? The bottom line is that either this new guy that's in charge, right, isn't feeling isn't feeling Zach's material. Like, you know, he's a hater. You know what I mean? And that's why they've slowed down on the announcements on Netflix for like Zack Snyder's projects, and even from what I've heard, pulled 1 or 2 that were on the back burner anyway.
I actually want to talk about that real quick because I've actually.
I'm almost done, Jeffrey. I got you. And the thing is though, is that either Snyder's clearing his schedule, and he's been doing that for about 9 months, maybe longer, to do the Return of the Snyderverse. Because if it comes back, dude, you know how massive. You're talking the entire Justice League cast and the Ayer cast. Like, you're talking about bringing like almost over 20 characters, bro, and big Hollywood hitter names that need massive contracts. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, they've got to train, they got to get in. It's going to be such a big ordeal, but it's going to be so fucking worth it. Yeah. But either A, we're in trouble at Netflix, it's 50-50, or B, we got nothing to worry about, and the lack of information on Zach's new projects at Netflix is just simply because he's got something bigger going on in the background. So I just want to do that because I've been gone for a minute. I know I rambled a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and pass the mic, but that's where my mindset's at with everything I've been keeping up with. And but anyway, go ahead, Jeffrey.
But like about that whole like cancel thing, like how people are saying that that Netflix canceled all of Zach's stuff, because the reason that kind of like got me kind of like thinking about it is because people were on me on Threads, and I mean Threads like that Instagram, Twitter thing that they have, because basically like I had a whole bunch of gun stands coming at me on blowing me up there, like it was like 100 people in less than 24 hours. And so I was like, where's all this coming from? And I was looking at reading multiple articles about it, and I was like, they're not really dropping any names and are just being like hearsay about it. It was kind of like saying, oh, they're like saying, oh, I've heard this guy I have heard some rumblings about it, but I'm not saying any names. So, and it's like these like very like small articles coming out saying it, and not these very big articles saying it. But I do believe that they have halted Zach's stuff to maybe, because my theory is kind of like looking into it was, okay, so maybe they've halted Zach's stuff and all of these like pre-production stuff to like maybe save money for this kind of buyout, because because, like I said, it was like $85 billion in cash anyway. So it's like if because like if I'm a business, right, I'm gonna halt the stuff that's in pre-production as much as I can, and then buy this major company that is Warner Brothers that has DC, Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, all that sort of stuff. So I would have halted the stuff just to save money for the buyout.
Yeah.
Which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
When you think about it.
What's up,
Like, look,
Slipknot fan?
I-
What
I
up,
want
Chris
to
Bimbo?
say,
What
I
up,
want to
Igor?
say, like, oh yeah. Let me
Go ahead. No, go ahead. I just
Look,
want
like I do want to say this because I know a lot of people are they're coming, after anybody that's trying to push the Snyderverse, right, or whatever it has to do with this whole thing. Look, one thing I do want to say is let me just say a few things real quick. First things first, I want people to understand where I stand because I've been seeing people like even I lost some subscribers after the video I posted yesterday, and I'll be real with you. I don't
Why,
get
what
two shits,
happened?
honestly. I'll tell you right now because look, I've been pushing for the sell in the sense of I want WB to sell, whatever. Right. But now people are like, yo, you're contradicting yourself and you're saying you're with this whole you're with it, but you're not with it. Like, which one of the two is it? Look, I did not and I never opposed of Netflix or any other company buying them out. The only problem that I have, and a lot of people fail to understand, is that David Zaslav is still attached to Netflix. He's still overseeing WB. Yes, he has to report to Netflix, but as long as you have David Zaslav still in power, having some type of power, nothing is going to change. And that's the part people are failing to realize. We need that bozo to be fully 100% off the board. As long as he is still attached, that bacteria is still infecting the rest of the board. Until you give an antibiotic and you fully cleanse everything that's in there.
So that's what people were getting mad about? Was that
they're getting mad because they're like, oh, you're not supporting it, you're not happy about it. I'm happy, I'm 50-50. I'm glad that it's selling, but I'm not glad that David Zaslav is still around. You know why? But look, he just extended the contract for James Gunn.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. And Peter Safran.
Exactly.
Listen, you know who I hate? Fuck all three of them, right? Fuck Peter Safran, James Gunn, and David Zaslav, straight up. But you know who I fucking hate out of all three of them the most? Peter fucking Safran, because that motherfucker, that dude has been there so long at Warner Brothers, and he is one of the weasels that have been behind the scenes that isn't making the creative decisions, but is behind the scenes pulling the strings and making the dumbass shit happen that's fucking up everything that we're trying to get done.
And that's the part
he hates Snyder. Safran is a sour puss ass motherfucker. He hates Zack Snyder and he hates his fan base. And Peter Safran's been there longer than Gunn at WB, longer than Gunn or Zaslav. Peter Safran is the one that needs to fucking go because Peter Safran is the one that made the whole shit happen behind the scenes to put James Gunn in power and mess up Man of Steel 2 from happening and Black Adam. So I absolutely agree with you with the Zaslav thing. That's just another nail in the coffin, so to speak. But in my opinion, yes, that's an issue, C's, definitely. But a bigger problem for me is Peter Safran. Because Peter Safran, all three of them are problems. And while they're there, you're right. There's a very good chance that not a damn thing is going to happen.
David Zaslav is straight up covering for all three of them. Straight up.
Yep.
I'm sure he must have said in the contract, hey, I'll sell it if you let me bring on board James Gunn and Peter Safran. I guarantee you, this is all straight up like that. It's dirty. You have to think dirty.
And this is actually kind of like the craziest thing when you really think about it, like including like those three. Like those apparently like Bloomberg, like there was this article, Bloomberg, but they were the first ones to actually report about the selling in the first place. So I actually trust them with it. And apparently the executives of DC Studios, meaning Peter Safran and James Gunn, weren't part of the talks. So basically, they were, and basically how they kind of like broke it down was they were actually liable to be let go anyway, like after their contracts expired.
Yeah.
So basically, what that means is basically David Zaslav extended their contracts to keep them as long as possible.
Yeah. And that's where
Yeah.
I keep on emphasizing. As long as David Zaslav is still attached, he's still going to keep on looking out for James Gunn, Peter Safran. That's the part people are not capturing.
Exactly.
That's the part that people are not realizing and comprehending of what I'm trying to explain. I don't care if Netflix buys them, but without David Zaslav involved. That's why, if you look at it, let's do the math. This is common sense. You really don't have to be a rocket scientist to see what I'm about to say. This is why David Zaslav favored over to Netflix, and overnight, everything just, whoa, what the hell happened? Everybody was surprised by Thursday night, right?
Right.
You're
Yeah.
supposed to hear this by Thanksgiving. The week later, which was last week,
Yeah.
everybody's starting to report, hey, it's official. But you know why? Because David Zaslav is trying to cover his ass. Paramount and Comcast both want to remove David Zaslav, and they don't want nothing with him. What is that telling you? Okay,
Paramount. Yeah, I would have preferred it would have went to Comcast or Paramount as well, guys.
same.
You know what I'm saying? But it's not all doom and gloom. Did you guys see? You know what I'm saying? Because I feel what you're saying, C's. I really do, and I feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is that there's still a small, minuscule hope of doubt. I mean, I don't necessarily want this merger to not go through or to go through. Like I said, I just WB's been fucking up too long, and someone's got to buy them again. We've been watching them get bought out. What is this, like the third fucking sale now in 5 years?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or roughly. But my thing is just like I said, as a fan, I understand the company's bigger than just one of their IPs, even though that's that's their biggest moneymaker that they own, though. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like I said, where I stand with it is just I want whoever is gonna help or be more likely to restore the fucking Snyderverse. That's all I care about. Personally, though, if it was up to me and I wasn't a fan and I just looked at this from a business side of things, right? I would say that I would absolutely want Universal or Comcast to acquire Warner Brothers because they would do more traditional justice for the IP, for the brand, for the company, for the structure, the way that it runs, the way that it operates. Netflix, there's so many things that could go wrong, possibly if to play devil's advocate. They do a lot of woke shit. They're real into this woke shit. We might get Superman with a pink cape and a hair bow and a bow tie on.
We already saw a preview of it with Superman from James Gunn. He's not a man. Let's be real. He was getting his ass kicked.
Right, but or they could try to do away with theatrical releases and say, from here moving forward, we're only gonna release DC properties on only our streaming service, and then if it's a DC IP and you click on it, the price is $25 more. We don't. They can make their own rules, like it's fucking Netflix. But here's the thing: did you guys see that article that said that Donald Trump? And I'm not trying to get political in any way, but I seen this random article, and actually Tyrone Magnus was reading. It said Donald Trump may stop the merger between Netflix and Warner Brothers. This was yesterday.
Yeah.
And it was a new article. Yesterday, it was like it came out. So the article is probably the news that was reported on was from like 2 days ago. So, there's apparently also there's like a writing group, not a what do you call it? The guild, something Writers Guild or
Writers Guild of America.
They're also against the sale, and they're trying to stop the because right now they have purchased them, but the deal has not. What's the word I'm looking for? It hasn't went all the way through. I'll just say that it has went through.
Yeah,
right now. Negotiations are off the table for other people to step in for now, but there's still a chance because they haven't. That's the word I'm looking for. Closed the deal all the way yet, and there's still a small chance. And not saying that I necessarily want this to happen, but there's still a small chance that this deal could fall apart and they could split from Netflix and be back on the market. Likely to happen, probably not, but that's still on the table. So we're in very strange times, man. You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen, and that's why I feel like I hope that You know, I think that Snyder's got a plan. Hopefully,
Yeah, he has. He's always
know
had
what
a
I'm
Yeah,
plan.
saying?
yeah, he's always had a
And
plan.
You need a
the thing,
studio that actually cares. That's all. That's all.
but what
Yeah.
about this, C's? Have you ever thought about this though? Um, last thing, and then I'll pass the mic. But you know, once again, I was watching I've been watching a lot of Tyrone Magnus lately. You know what I'm saying? He's got a massive fucking following, dog. He
Yeah.
does gaming, and he's a big Snyderverse fan, and you know he reacts to all kinds of shit. I like that dude. I've been watching him a long time. But I was watching another video of his, bro, and you know what he's been saying, and he's been looking at his camera. Netflix is messaging Tyrone Magnus personally, and he's putting
Oh wow.
the like the big corporate heads. They're messaging Tyrone Magnus personally on his account, and he's pulling it up and showing what he can show on his screen, and he's talking to his computer screen and shit, but he's talking to the Netflix CEOs, he's talking to Warner Brothers CEOs, and he's been saying this on multiple videos. And this is what he said. He said, listen to me, Warner Brothers. He said, and he's got a really good point. He said, why is it that only with DC we cannot have the best of both worlds? He said, why is it that Marvel can have 4 fucking Iron Mans, 4 fucking Spider-Mans, 4 fucking this and that, have 2-3 different multiverses, 2 inverses, 2 omniverses, you know what I'm saying? He said, but over here, we've always just acted like, and continue to do so, like we can only have 1 Superman, 1 Batman, and if everybody don't like it, to hell with it. And you know what I'm saying? And Tyrone's point was, the people that like that goofy Superman shit, he said, keep that goofy Disney shit, keep it running, because clearly it's not real profitable, but there's clearly a fan base for it. He said, let them have the light, bright, and funny shit, and run parallel beside that, run a different universe, DC, you know what I'm saying, DC Dark or you know, or whatever. He said, run them parallel to each other, and eventually have them fight each other or team up. He said, please, both sides of the fandom. Restore the Snyderverse and keep James Gunn's bullshit going. That way you please all your fan base and you can take all their money.
Yep.
And we have a multiverse. We've already established it in The Flash. It was established in Zack Snyder's Justice League. In Marvel and everybody else, they've been doing the multiverse for years. So what's the problem? You know? So what if that's what they're doing? I seriously doubt it. But what if that's why Zack's teasing shit and why they've extended James Gunn shit? What if they're going to run both universes parallel?
I doubt it. You know why?
I know. Remember, I doubt it too.
You know why? And I'll tell you why. That's why a lot of people are missing the point. James Gunn retcon things. You can't retcon and then go back and retcon. You just can't. As a business standpoint, that's unprofessional as fuck. And I say it just like that because that's going to tell the investors, yo, you clearly have no idea what route you're going. You're going to make us lose even more money. That's why. Right. James Gunn screwed this up from the beginning. He could have continued everything and ended everything. We wouldn't be in this
he didn't
situation.
Want to. He wanted to be a douchebag. He thought
he
was
wanted to
retcon
things.
Kevin Feige.
He started retconning things.
Everybody they bring in wants to be the next fucking Kevin Feige. You know, they think that their ideas are so much fucking better than what Zack was doing. Every single one of them that they bring in, they all think that they've just got the shit figured out. And the second they get their hand in the pot, it turns to a shit sandwich, and then they walk away and say, "My bad, thanks for fucking shit more, bud." You know, then we just keep going like down the line with different people. But the thing is, though, is that you're right though about that. See, it is unlikely to happen just because of that. It having to be retconned.
The retcon ruined everything. You can't, not even with a multiverse, you can go back and fix it.
Here's the thing, though. You're right, but also they've already done that before, though. I mean, first we had what? First, they fucking reshot Justice League. That was what? The fucking what do you call it? What the hell is his name? Justice League? Yeah, Justice League. Okay, Joss Whedon. So Justice League was the Whedonverse, right?
Yeah.
Then they retconned that and gave us the fucking Hamadaverse with, you know what I mean? Then after that, then we got the Black Adam, the Rockverse, and apparently he did his own shit. Like in every movie, you know what I mean? Then we got the Gunverse, and so they've already retconned shit from 4 different eras in the DCEU all the way to the DCU, because every creative they've brought in since Zack has retconned shit that the other one did. Like just Wonder Woman 1 to Wonder Woman 2, they changed her powers and her fucking weaknesses. You know, in every movie that has came out since Zack stepped away, between Walter Hamada, between Joss Whedon, between Peter Safran's era and input, you know, with the fucking Flash and shit like that, you know, and it's just, they've already done this, bro. They've changed creatives. They've retconned shit with Aquaman's dad dying and who he was and how he died. They retconned Atlanteans. They you know, and Zack didn't do this. All these different people did. You know, fucking David Ayer retconned Jared Leto as the Joker. Yeah. And then brought back Margot Robbie. You know, they fucking threw away all the shit that they did, bro. They've already fucked up shit, man.
Let me say this real quick, though. Like, now that you said it and we're on the topic quick. The thing with what Zack did with Jared Leto, he didn't retcon it. To me, he didn't retcon it. No. He just continued it. He's showing us, I get the whole thing with the forehead, the tattoo. I don't see that. To me, that doesn't mean shit. What I see is like, yo, Zack is giving us the same Joker from the same universe. It's not a variant. It's the same Joker, except now he's older because he has longer hair. He's gone through more things. Harley is gone. It's like, yo, there's a history there. And like, as the audience, I want to know what the hell happened. You get what I'm saying? And I'm like, what is Zack building up to? We know it's going to build something massive, but I want to know what, because he's still using Jared Leto. He's using that same.
Hell yeah, I hope he does, bro. I want to see Jared Leto and Zack Snyder team up so fucking bad, bro.
Hell yeah.
Oh my God, bro. And I'm telling you, bro, I feel like that will be the combination. Let him have Jared Leto for a full-length movie with no fucking creative interference from a studio, bro. And we're talking a double Oscar-nominated movie. I swear to God.
Yeah.
I really feel like it would be. You know, that's just a hard IMO, you know what I'm saying, in my opinion. But that's how I feel. And you're right. Zack Snyder, no, because Zack Snyder and David Ayer, right?
Yeah.
Zack Snyder, David Ayer, and Patty Jenkins for her first outing, which we all know Zack Snyder clearly helped ghostwrite and helped ghost direct. Clearly. Because as soon as he was out of the picture and she got free reign to make the second one and had a little bit of oversight with, who was it? Was it Whedon still or somebody?
Yeah.
Look what she did to the second movie. Oh, my God.
And I'm sure it wasn't her. We give her a lot of shit.
It was
the people above her, the executives, the board. That's the problem. The same thing like what we got with Batman versus Superman. The studio was too scared to put out the R-rated version. Yeah. And we know the ultimate cut is a lot better than what they put out in the theatrical version. I've said this multiple times. This hasn't happened once or twice. It's happened multiple times. Batman versus Superman. We got another cut for it. Exactly. Suicide Squad. There's 2 cuts for it right now. And we still haven't got the Ayer cut. Once the Ayer cut comes out, we're going to have 3 versions of that movie. Right?
Exactly.
Justice League. There's the Whedon version. That's the Marvel style. And then we got the real deal one. That's Zack Snyder's Justice League. Wonder Woman and Wonder Woman 84. To me, 84 doesn't exist. That shit is not canon in my eyes.
It is not canon at all, bro. It's as if when you watch it, like you're in a fucking, like you've took shrooms and you're delirious and you're in an alternate reality where none of this shit matters and it has nothing to do with anything. It's as if the other heroes don't even exist. I don't think they even mention them. And the story is so randomly self-contained and then also delirious and like just, it's like a big mind fuck, bro. It's like, it just gives you a headache when the movie's over. It's got like 1 or 2 scenes, I ain't gonna lie, action-wise, you know, like her swinging from the lightning, even though that's a fucking weird-ass retcon. Like something that I don't know if Zack would have intended that to happen or for her to actually learn how to fly. I don't know. But that was weird, and that was another retcon, but at least that was cool visually.
Yeah.
I did enjoy seeing that with the dark lightning and thunder. Like, at least it was in the Zack Snyder tone while she was doing it, kind of.
Right, you know? Yeah. You can see it.
So there was like a scene or two like that I enjoyed. It wasn't, you know, action-wise, but as a whole, it was a pile of garbage, bro. It really was. It's like I can't believe that they did that to her second movie. You know, it just. But the thing is what I wanted to say. I start rambling again with Jared Leto, right? David Ayer specifically, and that's why I got so much respect for David Ayer. David Ayer is the only one, and Zack Snyder. David Ayer is the only one that truly was like, all right, yo, let's build this universe you're making. And he made this shit to go hand in hand with Snyder. Even, wanted to bring Snyder on the set to help him film the shit to make sure it was in line with his vision for the scenes with the Flash and David Ayer's Suicide Squad that we still haven't seen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Ben Affleck's Batman.
Yeah.
And so Zach doing Jared Leto, he could have, Zach could have fucking retconned him if he wanted to, but he didn't, because Zach respected Ayer for Ayer respecting him, bro. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, he's like, you know what? Jared Leto, actually, that's a good pick. He's actually a good Joker. Didn't get a fair shot. And we didn't. And remember when Zach came out, he's seen a video that I swear me and you and Jeffrey did way back. I feel like Zach's seen it, bro. And right before the Snyder Cut came out, I'm like, please, bro, please let there be some Joker scenes in the Snyder Cut, bro, because we didn't even get one. How do we got the Joker and Batman and Suicide Squad? You guys only give us 2 fucking versions of it. Both are ass. And in both versions, we don't get to see one conversation between the Joker and Batman. What kind of horse shit is that? And then Zach comes out right before the Snyder Cut drops, like when he's releasing the trailers for it, though. Yeah. And he's like, I thought it was super uncool that we didn't get to see them because of the studio interference in David Ayer's Suicide Squad. I can't speak on what was shot or not shot. Yeah. He said, but he said, here's this for you guys. And he showed us the first screen test for Jared Leto in this nightmare scene. It wasn't no motion to it, though. And everybody lost their fucking minds. It's like, what? I don't know if you remember that or not.
Yeah, I remember. We spoke about that, and then that dropped or something like that.
But this Joker, though, this is exactly the same Joker from David Ayer's Suicide Squad, not the theatrical cut. This is the future version of David Ayer's Joker from David Ayer's Suicide Squad.
Exactly.
The only thing that they did was take the fucking damage tattoo away. And listen, that was the biggest criticism that even David Ayer said, that he's like, dude, the damage tattoo has to do with why he's got a grill and why his teeth are broken. He said his teeth are broken, so he had to get a grill. His teeth got broken because Batman punched him out. Batman punched his teeth out because he killed Robin.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay. So
and isn't there a picture out there too? I don't know.
But people wouldn't even give the fucking story time to play out that they bashed it. Oh my God, it says damaged. To where David Ayer was like, all right, I get it. Everybody hates that. You guys won't, give it a chance. Maybe I did go too far with that. So I don't know if David Ayer and Jared Leto might have even requested to remove because of all the backlash from it when the movie first came out. Maybe they wanted to just get rid of that, and just, retcon it like that. Like maybe he went back in the black because he's not damaged anymore. He's working with Batman now. I don't know. There's ways they can explain it, but I don't feel like that was an intentional retcon on Zach's part. I feel like that was a decision that probably Leto and Ayer probably had input on. I guarantee you.
Yo, I could tell that would have been like really, really gritty to see all that. Like, I know there's a picture. I don't know if it's real, if it's AI, but I know it's an old picture. I don't know if you've seen that, where you see Jared Leto looking up from the ground and his face is all like beat up, and like you could see his grills messed up. I'm not sure that, like I said, that's a real picture, but if it is, damn, yo, that's like
I see
in the archives. I have it somewhere. I have to look for it. I have it though.
You definitely gotta send that to me, bro, for sure. Because I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah, it's like deleted footage that we haven't seen, and it's from the Ayer cut. So it's like,
my God, bro,
out there for years, bro. This is how old it is, bro. I'm telling you right now, Strong Arms. This has been around since when you were talking about release the Ayer cut. Because I remember you would be on the live stream.
Yeah, I'm still pissed, bro. I can't believe this many years later that these fucking assholes. What is the problem? Like, seriously, that's why I'm so. That's why I said I am just so fucking happy in general that this company's getting sold. But I am not happy that Zaslav and Peter Safran and James Gunn, them 3 cocksuckers, need to fucking go.
They need to go. Until they don't go, I'm sorry to say it, and y'all can get mad at me, nothing's going to officially change. As long as you still have them in power. Look, I'm going to give y'all a perfect example to everybody. Have you ever been at a job? It doesn't matter where you're at. You're getting paid good, and you're comfortable, you're chilling, and you've been there for a long time, right? And all of a sudden, you see a coworker or a manager gets promoted, and you know that they're a piece of shit. You know that they're scum. You know that they're the worst of the worst in the company, right? You know that person does not belong there, and you've been doing everything. You've been doing everything you can by the fucking book. And then that motherfucker gets promoted. That motherfucker now is above you and tells you what to do. How are you going to feel? Are you going to be like, oh, yes, they got promoted. Guess what? Change is going to happen. They're going to really give me that raise that I wanted. They're really going to give me that promotion that I wanted. Let's be fucking real. Nothing is going to change. Now it got even worse. That's exactly the same situation we are. We can keep on talking about sell. Okay, it's sold. And what? They're going to extend. They have David Zaslav. They got Peter Safran. Guess what? As long as they keep that bad management still in charge, guess what? Surprise, motherfuckers, ain't nothing going to change. That's the part that I'm against. We need them fully off of the board. Here's another perfect example.
How
remember the Dark
David...
Knight? I'm getting hot. You remember the Dark Knight when Bruce Wayne was gone and you saw that clown? I forgot his name. With glasses, and he declared Bruce Wayne that he was dead. He's like, "Oh, Bruce, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be dead." He's like, "Surprise! Like I'm back. I'm sorry to disappoint you." What is that telling you? What is that telling you?
Yeah.
That's the same thing, and that's the part that people are not understanding. That I'm like, yo, as long as you still have these clowns still around, they're going to make everything difficult.
You're absolutely right, C's. Mad Max in your comment section said he said it's not sold yet. Can you pull that up?
Where is it under? Because I'm trying to catch up.
It's near the bottom, like 5 up from the very bottom, 6 up.
Let's see. Okay, here we go. It's not sold yet. All right, yeah.
Yeah, he says it's not sold yet. When it is, Gunn and Safran are out. Because, like, remember what I said, C's? Even though they're reporting that the deal is done, it is for now. But it's not, they have not officially closed it. They're kind of leaving that fact out about in the reporting. Not that they're leaving it out. They're not speaking about that though, and a lot of people aren't aware of that.
Yeah.
And some people are, but yeah. So this could still fall through because right now they're in the heavy exclusive deal negotiations, and if they fall through, then the entire deal could fall through, and it could be off the table. They could be back on the market for someone else to buy.
And that's the part. That's why I feel 50-50.
So the thing is that if Mad Max says when it is sold, Gunn and Safran are out, I don't know what what information he's going off of. That could very well be true. If there's a source on that, or if there's a reasoning to that a little deeper, then let me know, because I would love hope. I need some hope in my life. Damn it! Why they would be out? I want them out.
I can actually kind of explain that actually. So basically, I think with what Mad Max is saying, I think he's kind of saying, like, since the extension was made like prior to the final deals, because I've also seen this on X, Twitter. I'm still calling it Twitter. When I see people getting these emails that they're Netflix subscribers, and basically they have this email basically saying nothing is changing today. We're still kind of like in final talks and stuff. So I think what Mad Max is saying is, like, once these final talks are done, because basically those contract extensions are like pre-final talks. So once those final talks happen, I think he's saying then they'll be gone. Then those contracts will be null and void because those are like the pre-final talks stuff that kind of happened. Because even after those contract extensions, there was also like this Threads post going around that even though those contract extensions were going on, that James Gunn posted basically, actually straight up saying that he doesn't know what's going to happen to him after these final talks.
Hey, okay, pull this up real quick. C's.
Which one?
4 from the bottom. I can't even say it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Guns
Back in Biz 26. I like that. Back in Biz 26. He says Gunn's contract was set to expire the end of next year, and all they did was extend it 1 year. That's not a long-term deal. If they wanted Gunn in for that long-term, they would have done it already. So yeah, I mean, so basically they extended it a year until this deal is closed to basically just keep him as a placeholder. But even still, if that's the case, that makes me feel much better. But even still, the motherfucker's got to go, bro. Because he's
Yeah.
got to go. Like he's got to get.
Gotta go.
Like I said, me personally, I want Peter Safran because David Zaslav, I don't even think that dude, he don't even talk comic book bullshit, bro. He's just some reality TV rich bigwig guy that's just like, hey, you know about movies and shit? Huh.
Yeah.
Let me light a cigar real quick. What you got
That's
for
all we
me?
know.
All right.
Yeah, because
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. Go ahead and do it. Zaslav is a jackass. He for sure needs to go. But the real threat, the one that's intelligent about the matter, the one that's a hater and specifically has got an issue with Zack's fan base and the Snyderverse is fucking Peter Safran. Safran specifically needs to go. Gunn has just got a big ego, and he's just like every other creator that comes in. He ain't necessarily got beef with it, but if he's in control, then he's like, why am I going to do someone else's shit? I'm going to do my shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Safran is the one that put Gunn in power on purpose and then told them these people are going to hate you because I don't like them and fuck them. Instead of restoring this, we just stop that. So what we're going to do, though, Gunn, is we're going to let you do whatever you want.
Yeah, because
Gunn was like, oh, hell yeah.
Look.
Yeah,
I want to point out this. I want to point out this comment. All right, legally, Netflix has to abide by contracts, by all contracts under WB. Look. All right, it's 2025. We're about to 2026. All right, it's about to be 2026. Real talk. People don't honor contracts anymore.
Yeah.
I've done deals with people, and they literally have ripped and broken the contracts. Contracts don't mean shit anymore.
Yeah,
No,
they really don't.
They can go back after they buy. That's why I put that picture yesterday. If you look at the video, you see the corporate asshole with his fingers behind his back and saying he's promising theatrical releases. What is that telling you? He's lying to you. That's what corporates do.
Yeah, and
I've been around these corporate motherfuckers. All right, I know how they are. All right, they love to talk all this corporate talk, and they love always, you know, like in the fine line, what they call.
Yeah, and sees that's actually kind of like a good point because I'm gonna tell you like kind of like going away from the comic book stuff for a second, like and going into talk about Diddy just like a little bit. Like Diddy's been doing that like since the 1990s. Like he's been doing that since the 1990s. Like not paying people properly, even though he gave people contracts and stuff. Like he's like, if Diddy has been doing it since the 90s, this whole abiding by a contract thing, it kind of like it really kind of never has always been null and void for over like 30 years. And that's like the minimum.
It's wild.
So yeah, like that doesn't really make any sense.
Yeah,
it's not even making them dollars.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and this is the thing too, is that the reason, like I said, you know, you guys really, like, I was looking right now. I'm sorry, I kind of went off track. Fucking Tyrone Magnus, right? He just put up a video just now that said they extended James Gunn's contract for another year, huh? Like I'm telling you, he be up on that shit, bro. He's been one of the only people besides, you know what I'm saying, my boys, you guys, that is like on our side, bro, that's got a huge ass following. You know what I'm saying? He's got 2 million subscribers and followers. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he is a ride or die Snyderverse fan, bro. DC head.
Yep.
And but
he
yeah,
does.
like
He said in a recent video he does like James Gunn in some of his movies.
He's funny too. He cracks me up. But yeah, this is funny because we were just talking about that, and I was sitting here scrolling, and I just seen that. I'm like, is this guy reading my mind? But you know, I just man, it's just there's a good, you know, like I said, there's a very good chance that this could still fall through because like to bounce back off of what you were saying, C's, you know what I'm saying? Contracts don't mean shit anymore. And
yeah.
they don't really mean shit anymore. A lot of people don't honor them. Not to mention that even if, you know, besides the fact of they, you know, them possibly just saying the hell with this contract and walking down the road, because that's a long time for this deal to close, because these are two of the biggest companies merging. This is the biggest merger since probably Disney and what fucking
Fox. Disney and Fox.
Marvel.
Yeah, Disney and Fox in general, really, when you think about it.
That was big, like from a few years ago, and it was recent.
Yeah, that was recent.
Wasn't that like within the past 10 years? Like,
yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
so it was recent. That's what I'm saying. You know, look, let's be real. Even though we're fans, and I'm gonna be honest, we're all talking shit just because we're all fans.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
We just do it for the good because we all want the best. I get it. You get what I'm saying? Nobody take nothing personal, nothing serious. I have a thick skin. But you know who gotta be scared right now? Literally, Disney. Disney has
Disney definitely got to be scared right now.
You know, like Disney has got to be. This is why. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. If we look at it, fine. Well, hold on, we don't hear you.
You're on the phone with Trump right now. Make it stop.
Something has got to be happening. You know, like that. Kevin Feige must be so nervous right now. You know, and it's wow. You know, like. I give it to Disney though.
I forgot. Did you see that that other news article that was like a week and a half ago? It said something about that Marvel that they're. This is what it said, right? And this was supposedly, it says exclusive on it, and it says that comic something cast. I can't remember the name of it.
Cast?
Yeah, I think so. No. Is that what the name of it is? News? The people that have been following Zack Snyder and his Snyderverse supposedly. The Saudis wanting to restore it. Who was the source for that?
Cosmic Book News.
Cosmic Book News.
It was from them, and this was like 2 weeks ago, I think. And this article said that Marvel is planning on bringing back the Russo brothers, and that WB is in the middle of selling and bringing back Zack Snyder and bringing back the Snyderverse, and eventually going to do a Marvel versus DC movie.
Yeah, I don't believe. Yeah, I'm kind of like not believing that one at all right now, because that just kind of seemed random.
Well, I think it is too. But my thing is, I guess it just depends on what's going on. I guess it just depends on, is Zach's dead ass serious right now with the because that's you know what I mean? Because that's all it is. Because on one hand, a very small part of me, the fanboy in me, wants to jump up and down, but we've been here.
Exactly.
We've been here before. Yeah. We've been fooled once, you know. Fool me again, can't get fooled again. You know, Bush. But you know, we've been here before, so I don't want to wave the victory flag yet. That would be stupid. That'd be ignorant.
Exactly.
But the fanboy in me, though. When I look at Zach's posts and the way that he's doing it, what he's choosing to post, a part of me feels like this shit is already restored, and the fucking why is and how is in the finances is what's being hashed out right now.
Yeah, because
but the thing is like I said, I just can't bring myself though to relax and celebrate. You know what I'm saying? Not yet, but I guess. Either Zach's just, you know, either two things. Zach is trying to rally the fans and say, hey, now's the time. If you want this shit restored, fight for it. Or two, it's already fucking restored and they're figuring out the ins and outs of it.
Yeah, because it really kind of like how I kind of see it is actually now, like, because really I think it kind of like started from that Instagram post that Zach made like a few days ago, where Zach straight up said, he basically said, now it's the perfect night to watch Zack Snyder's Justice League, Justice is a Great Edition on HBO Max. So to me, I think he's in his full-on marketing mode right now, with trying to rally the fans online to get that talk going. and which does make sense because because I also remember back in the release of the Snyder Cut days, he was like, "Yeah, it's probably not gonna happen," and he at the time was posting just stuff about like what it could have been. And
Yeah.
then he was like, "Oh wow, this might actually happen," and stuff like that. And then that's when he was like, "Okay, here's the support promotion and stuff like that." So I think right now he's in full free marketing mode right
Right.
now to get that talk going before
Yeah,
the
to get the
official
buzz.
announcement.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. But here's the thing, though, and the thing is, to me, in my head, right? Even if it's not I think it's marketing and something's already in the bag, but
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
think that the legalities and the finances have been distributed yet. But I think it's already. There's a good chance. I'll just say a chance that it's already in the bag. Not a good chance. A 50-50 chance. And on
Yeah.
on the other side of things, right? That he's just trying to rally the fans to get the buzz, to get the conversation going. You know what I'm saying? For net, then that means that if he hasn't had a deal yet, that means that he knew what would his mindset be. That his mindset would have had to have been, if he was just doing it to rally the fans to try to get something to happen, would have to be that why would he do it now? Because he
Yeah.
must have
Exactly.
inside information. He had inside information when he first started posting that Netflix was probably going to be the one to buy him, and that, you know what I'm saying, or Comcast and the Saudis.
Yep.
So if that's the
Look,
case,
Look,
then
I want to highlight this comment from Mad Max just because, so we could like talk about other things just because. Look, everything is all rumors and bullshit. Let's wait till the ink is dry. Snyder's still posting. Exactly.
Yep.
Regardless, whatever happens from this, whatever comes from it, let it be. As long as Zach is still posting, we still have to keep fighting. Period. We have to keep on fighting. All right. There's another trending event that's coming up for January 2nd for specifically focused on Restore the Snyderverse. I just saw that. I came across that today. All right. This is going to be another big trending event. Regardless what happens. All right. And look at what I got to give credit to AZ Matic 81. Today is Superman Sunday. Wow.
Oh yeah, it is.
That should be a day that we should just leave it like that. Like Super Bowl Sunday, we're going to leave Sunday. Thanks to Zach because he posted a picture. Did you guys see that picture today?
From yeah, Zach I did.
Social media?
I
oh wow, you didn't.
He just posted a picture like a few hours ago, and with Henry Cavill again. But it's interesting what he puts at the end of that at the end of that phrase that he said.
Can you pull it up?
Yeah. Let me actually. I have it on my phone though because I can't pull it up.
Yeah. Yeah, I have it on my phone too, but yeah, he posts what he said on the caption was really the interesting part. He said he basically thanked he basically
because he reached 500,000 followers and all that stuff, and then at the end he's saying, here's to many more stories together. So now everybody's like speculating, is he saying that we're going to get more stories within the DCU with the Snyderverse? We don't know. I look at that from 2 points of views. I see it from as like when you're, like doing a toast, cheers, here's for more to come or whatever. And he's probably symbolically telling us, hey, we're going to get more stories. Just keep on doing what you have to do, and you're going to find out in due time. I take it like that. Regardless, until, like Mad Max says, until everything is officially in ink and it dries and it says the deal is sealed, then we can pop the champagne, let's all party, do a party, everything. But until then, we're still going to keep on fighting. Zach is aware. He knows it. The studios, everybody, they know that this is what we're fighting for, And it's crazy how one picture that Zack Snyder posts every time trends more and more than what James Gunn puts out with his Superman. That tells you everything.
Now that I think about it, it is kind of funny that James Gunn has stopped posting about it, though, about his stuff.
He's been quiet. He's been
Yeah,
quiet.
yeah,
And now
cause
he all of a
yeah, and
sudden
that's and I think that really goes back again to what I said about how
I think Jeffrey
James
cut out.
Gunn even said that he doesn't know what's going to happen to him if the sale when the sale goes through, like the
Yeah.
final talks and stuff. So I think he's being quiet because he's kind of like worried about saying the wrong thing and making false promises about the marketing.
Yeah. And Zach is not one to just be like, I've seen some videos where people are like, oh, what if Zach is playing around with us and stuff? Nah, he's not about
Nah,
that.
he never
Yeah,
does.
he's
He's not
not
about
doing
that.
that.
He's
Yeah,
never been
he's
about that.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, man, he's not about that. Zach knows he's putting it up, and it's like
What
somebody
would he
said earlier in
gain
the chat.
from doing some dumb shit? What would he gain from doing some dumb shit
Nothing.
like that? Absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
All that would do is fuck with your loyal. He knows that, and he appreciates. That's the difference between him and a lot of other creators.
Yeah.
He knows and appreciates all of his fans. You know what I mean? As much as he can, and he always, every time he does something and posts anything, he's instantly thinking about us first.
Always.
You know what I'm saying? Always. And
Wow.
he's like he's one of them type where he understands, like, it's us, the fans, that, you know what I'm saying, that made all this shit possible for him. Not saying that he's not a great artist, he is, but he understands like a true artist does. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he knows, like, he appreciates his fans. He would never do no dumb shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, what would he get out of that?
Oh wow. Okay, so this is actually kind of crazy. I'm on Twitter right now, and basically, oh wow, this is a paid article. Okay, so but basically, from what there was like a article that was posted 2 months ago, and basically, apparently, basically, Netflix's co-CEO, Ted Sarandos, is basically heading it. Basically, there's this article saying that Ted Sarandos saw to Donald Trump's blessing for the Warner Brothers Discovery takeover in a November meeting, and this article came out 3 hours ago. So yeah, it looks like so. It's kind of like a paid article, but I'm trying to see something here. Okay, so here's a screenshot of one of them, and I'm gonna read it to you right now. Apparently, this is what it is. So Sandros beat the political game. Meeting with Trump was undisclosed until now. A calculated leak to show Sandros anticipated political optics. Illusion. Ellison was trying to weaponize proximity to Trump. The leak disarms that narrative. Netflix has already covered that flank. If anything, now it looks like Netflix outmaneuvered Netflix outmaneuvered Ellison everywhere. So it looks like whatever is going on, like I said, the article is on a paywall, but it looks like whatever is going on, Netflix has the political side covered already.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like the political side?
Hold on. I'll leave right now and send you like a screenshot of it.
Yeah. There you go. Just that'd be cool, bro. That way I can.
Okay, so
most of what you were saying, but
okay, so see you soon.
All right. Anyway.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's wild. It's wild, you know.
Yeah, that's for sure, man. Hey, I gotta start doing some streams back on my channel, dude. I don't think I've done an actual live stream on my channel in like a year. My subscribers are probably fucking so pissed if they even exist anymore.
Damn, man.
That's
Is it that
terrible.
long?
It's been a minute, bro.
Damn, man.
Yeah, it's just, dude, I've just had a lot going on, man. Just like,
Nah, we still here though. People be asking and stuff, you know. So it's like I know we stay in
but
touch.
you know what I'm saying? I have pride, bro. I just, you know what I'm saying? You know, in the beginning, you know what I'm saying? We made the impossible happen. And I've been, you know, like I said, before I even made my first video ever on my YouTube channel, I was like around for probably 3-4 years prior to that, taking part in all the like groups and campaigns and the grounds, the people on the grounds, you know, and to go door to door with like flyers and all kinds of shit for the Snyderverse.
Yeah.
And I was just an account, you know what I'm saying? An account. I didn't never show my face or no one hear my voice. And you know, I was just a regular guy in the chat, and like, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is like now, like even when I'm not here now, seeing how much beauty has came from all of the movement and seeing all of my friends get platforms, it's comforting, bro. Because when I have hard days, bro, I sit back, bro. I'll grab my phone and I'll throw one of your live streams on, just sit there, smoke a cigarette, listen to it. You know what I mean? I love that shit, and that's awesome.
Yeah, that's how it has to be, you know. Like that's what we're all here for. We gotta help each other out, you know. And like that's the big thing. We have to stay united, you know. And it's all good, you know. Maybe one day I'm gonna have to take a break. It is what it is. You get what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
it's life.
everybody
You know,
gets
we all
burnt
got a
out,
purpose,
man. I went
you know?
full stream ahead, man. You know, and just we all did, bro. You did
Okay.
too. And I just
Okay,
got to
so
a point
like
where shit started. Go ahead, Jeffrey.
okay, so I just sent the two pictures to you.
Okay, is it on? What's it
It
on?
should
X or
be
Messenger.
Messenger.
Okay, all right, cool. All right, because I've already got that pulled up. I just got to pop this. Come on, internet, running slow as shit. Okay, all right, hold on.
Yeah, we can't forget also. Somebody said for the air cut, we got a trending event for David Ayer for
Dude, I want
December
that
20th.
haircut. So
Yeah, me too.
December 20th, we got a trending event for the release the air cut.
Yeah, and
nice. All right, I'll
apparently,
be there.
yeah, and
I'll be
apparently I didn't know this, but apparently, like, yeah, like David Ayer already had the script done for Deadshot. That's actually the sequel to David Ayer's cut of Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
So yeah, like that also sounds pretty crazy when you think about it. Like we could have had like a comic book version of a John Wick movie that's very chaotic.
Yeah.
But Warner Brothers for some reason didn't want that.
It's like I say, you know what I think it is just WB.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
We're here.
All right,
We're
sorry,
here.
I'm back. I had to use the bathroom. I'm back now.
Okay, so do you see the pictures that I sent you?
Yeah, I'm looking at them right now. Yep.
So yeah,
the one from Bloomberg, the Netflix
yeah.
CEO. Yep. Saw this Trump's blessing. Yep, I see that. And then that's weird. The comment. So odd businesses would be consulting government on this stuff for blessings. Dr. Julia Gerner. Just man, people just put the goofiest, randomest shit on their comments, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Doctor.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, man.
You helped me by erasing my mind. All right, where is okay? And then the second one is just your profile picture. Wait, oh no, it's not. See what the world? How did that change? That's so fucking weird. Before it was just a picture of okay. Okay, so basically, Okay, but is this an exclusive or is this?
Yeah, it's a exclusive.
Oh,
They're the first ones. They're the first ones to report on it,
all
and
right, well then that means that basically that story with Trump stepping in is bullshit. You know what I mean? That's so. Okay, right on.
so yeah. And like I said, I actually kind of trust them because they're actually a very legit one that doesn't really cover Hollywood unless it's like for these instances. They normally cover the political stuff.
Okay, got you. But man, it's been great. I got to get you guys over on my channel one of these days soon. Coming
Yeah,
up.
man. Let me know.
Okay.
We got to bring the channel, do CPR on it, and bring it back to life. On Dr. Dre,
Yeah.
Dr. Dre Eminem type ish, yo.
Right?
I
Yeah.
need a doctor. Give me a doctor.
Yeah.
Soon I know we're all gonna be enjoying, again, more Snyder movies and everything
Yeah.
that has to do with all
Good
this.
days are
There's no
coming.
doubt. Yeah. There's no
Yeah,
doubt.
they're coming.
They need to get here already. That's it.
I know.
It's like you think about it, like, damn, can I wait like 3 or 5 years? It's like, damn, we can, but it's like, life things happen and stuff. It's like, yo, hurry up already, type of thing. And it's like,
Yeah.
it's what it is, because we want it already. We've been waiting so long, it's like, yo, what the hell,
Yeah,
Oh,
like 7 years. Yeah, 7 years for the Snyder Cut, and now 5 years for the Snyderverse to come back.
Yeah.
crazy, but we're making history. That's the thing. We're making history.
Yeah.
Part I think we got to be looking at. It's we're changing things in this entertainment business. That's when you have these big corporate companies, they don't like that. They don't like.
Yeah, they really don't.
They don't want that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I seen something about what's your guys' channel's name, so I can subscribe. My channel's Strong Arm Flicks.
Yeah. My channel is Jeffrey Warfield Jr.
The same way how you spell it right here, right? For both accounts.
Yep, same way.
Yeah, that way everybody knows exactly.
Yeah. Yes. Yep. Yeah. So I was looking at this picture again. I was looking at this that Henry Cavill post with the 500,000 followers that Zach put up.
Yeah.
From a couple hours ago. I was just looking at it again. But that's pretty
wild.
dope. Henry Cavill can make a great Wolverine too, bro.
Yeah, he really can. Like if he were to go into a full job as Wolverine, like for a few years in the MCU, I don't think anyone would complain at all.
But my thing is that, you know what I'm saying? The day that Hugh Jackman decides he's actually done, which I fucking love Hugh Jackman personally. That is my goat.
Yeah.
Wolverine, everybody, they're like, he's too tall. I don't care. But
yeah, I don't care either.
I don't care.
I
don't give a fuck.
I don't care. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Being a midget doesn't make the character cooler. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Do I see Wolverine as a real tall guy? No. But do I see him as a midget fuck like in the comics? No. Okay. So I'm completely fine with him being a normal height fucking guy that's ripped as fuck and can do the Wolverine voice. He's got the scruff beard, and Hugh Jackman's that dude, bro. I don't care.
He's that dude.
But yeah, the day that Hugh Jackman says that he's putting down the torch, that's the day when I'm like, Henry Cavill or bust.
Yeah.
For Wolverine, flat out.
Yeah.
I would like to see what would be cool is to see that variant of God damn it, I'm having a brain fart today. The variant of Wolverine that was in the Deadpool movie that was Henry Cavill. It'd be cool to see him team up with Hugh Jackman.
It's gonna happen.
That would be awesome.
It's gonna happen for Secret Wars.
Like that would actually be a crazy trio when you think about it.
And
Like
then show the difference.
Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, Daphne Keen's character. I forgot her name. It's like X-23 or something like that. X-23. Hugh Jackman's Wolverine and Henry Cavill's Wolverine teaming up. I don't think anyone would want to mess with that squad.
Yeah, that'll be. Yeah. Like, look, this is another thing too that I want to talk about, and I know somebody said it earlier in the chat. I can't find it right now, but if you can pull it up, or anybody can just repost it again. Look, I do want to say this. All right, all these years, WB screwed things up for themselves, and I'll tell you why. Because look, let's give credit to where credit is due. Right, Disney is good at marketing. Disney is good at building up to their cinematic climax, whatever you want to call it, when it comes to the Avengers. All right, they did what they had to do when they introduced and leading everything into Endgame, Infinity War, Thanos, all that crap. All right, DC all these years had time to literally build up the Justice League, build up to that big epic grand finale of whatever it is.
Yeah.
Right now, if they would have stayed on course with the schedule,
we'd be getting the finale right now. It'd be over.
Right now, we would have probably been leading or watching or just finished watching Zack Snyder's Justice League 3, and we would have been done. We would have been officially done. But no, knucklehead, and they don't want to
shit with the IP after that they want to.
And that's the thing, and that was the whole point of the Flash. Like Jay Weaver was like, yeah, we were gonna do Flashpoint for the end of it because then everyone could do whatever they want. Which it was actually the whole point of Flashpoint, even in the comics, when you think about it, like a whole reset.
Like, look, let's be real, all right? Look, right now, Marvel is getting ready for Doomsday and Secret Wars. They're literally starting a year to market. They're already gonna put right before Doomsday next year. They're gonna re-release Endgame, and it's going to continue and connect. So when you watch Endgame, you're like, okay, you're gonna watch fresh recently in the movie theaters. You're gonna watch Endgame, and then when you're gonna go watch Doomsday, which is gonna come out like 2 or 3 months later, you're ready to see the experience, and you're really gonna go in there like, yo, they are pumping it back up again. And then after that, they're preparing for Secret Wars. Secret Wars is gonna be massive. Infinity War and Endgame were big. That's nothing. That is nothing. That's what Justice League could have been. That's what it can be, and that's what it could still be. But they need Zack Snyder back. They need it. They need it. I'm tired of repeating myself. Warner Brothers, with whoever the hell they want to go, they need Zack Snyder back to do and compete against the Avengers. The only IP that can compete against the Avengers is not the Justice. What is this thing with James Gunn?
Justice Gang.
Justice Gang. That sounds ridiculous. Even that sounds ridiculous. Just hearing that. Let's be real. Look, now I'm starting to see. All right. Now I'm starting to see through how the bullshit lies were of the Russo brothers with that slice of pizza. They were telling Zach, what would you do? How would you go about it? In other words, telling Zach, hey, give us your ideas because we're going to come back for another Avengers movie and we want to steal your ideas. That's how I took it. And Zach was like, yo, he didn't give no ideas whatsoever. And I'm glad. I'm glad.
And really, kind of like going back to you, my cousin and I were actually kind of talking about this whole thing. Yeah, about Marvel setting things up and stuff like that, and we were just kind of like really focused on the Loki TV show because we already know that if we were kind of like talking about like if there's going to be a Secret Wars movie, like looking at how Marvel kind of set it up. They set up Loki and Doctor Strange as really the most powerful and most important characters going into Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars, which really when like you can say whatever you want about Doctor Strange 2, but they really did set up Doctor Strange to be one of the most OP characters going into Secret Wars. You can say that.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And I'm like, here, and no wonder WB is losing money. I'm like, how the hell? You literally got the Snyder cut. You know that
Yeah.
it crashed your servers. Literally, it crashed your servers. Marvel with the Avengers
And they
hasn't
want
done
to try
that.
to hide the fact that it crashes. Like they're just the dumbest, pettiest, spitefulest piece of shit company they used to be. They
That's
used to be
what
with
it
the
is.
people that are in charge. You don't want people to know that how successful one of your IPs are because you don't like Zack Snyder.
Yep. Yep. That's what it is. Their ego, you know?
Yep. And I think it was like that. And I think it was like, what, 24? Like, yeah, I think it was like less than a day that you got a article of Van Saffron saying, yeah, we appreciate it, but but still we're the owners of this house and you're not gonna get the Snyderverse.
Yeah.
Even though at the same day of the article's release that it was a national trending event, like or like a natural thing where people were immediately like, yeah, hashtag restore the Snyderverse, and it got 1.6 million trending. Like it was like with 1.6 million tweets in less than 24 hours. And once again, like, to remind people, that was a completely unorganized event that people just created.
Yeah.
Like the day, I really want to emphasize this. I really want to emphasize this. A makeshift trending event happened the day of the Snyder Cut releasing, and it trended immediately at 1.6 million tweets.
Yeah.
Like, that is insane. Like, that is actually insane. You can, like, I don't care what anyone says about that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's nuts, you know? It's like you literally have at the time, I forgot her name, the one that she came out for
Yeah, and Saffron.
I'm not sure if it was her, but the lady that came out, she was like, Zack Snyder's Justice League was a global phenomenon.
Oh yeah. I know. Yeah, and apparently, like that woman actually got fired, like after the Warner Brothers Discovery merger.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like that
But
was
when
one
you
of the people they should have kept.
yeah,
That
exactly.
was one of the people they should have kept.
It's like WB's trying to cut ties with all these people that are supporting it. See what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah,
they're trying to do something. Yeah, there you
yeah,
go. That's
exactly.
Kira Droga. I don't know how you pronounce that, but
Yeah, I don't know either. But yeah, I definitely know who you're talking about though.
yeah,
Because she was like because she was actually the only Warner Brothers executive at the time to acknowledge,
yeah.
that guy. Yeah, Zach did huge numbers and is a global phenomenon.
That tells you everything. We've never heard that with Disney. We've never heard that with Marvel. We've never heard that with the Avengers.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
exactly.
yo, what the hell? DC, like straight up, you guys have fire. Like, yo, you have literally like you can defeat Marvel, but it's like they don't want to. I'm not sure if
Yeah,
they fired her.
exactly.
I don't know. I don't know if they fired her. I don't know if she left. They probably did the corporate game where they had her step down because you know corporate loves to either you get fired publicly or you have to step down publicly. That's how corporate.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That's what I think happened. They probably WB probably told her to step down after she said that. That's what I think it was. And I don't know where she's at now. I know I think she's at Comcast. I looked
Oh
it up.
wow.
Yeah, I think she's at Comcast. So yeah, I know. Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. You know, it's like how do you not continue and profit off of you literally have money sitting in front of you. Like
Yeah, because that's really like the craziest thing. Like people always like businesses are always like, oh, I wonder what's going on. Like, what does the audience want. And then you have Snyder fans like practically every day saying like, "Hey, we want the Snyderverse in like whatever hashtag way possible,"
Yeah.
and they're like, "No, I don't want that." Like that's like a burger joint refusing to serve burgers, not
Yeah.
because they're out of burgers, but just because they don't want to serve burgers to their customers.
Yeah.
It doesn't make like it doesn't make any sense.
You know what it is? It's the ego of WB. That's what it is. It's
Yeah,
just the ego.
exactly. It's
You have a huge ego like that. Like, unfortunately, let's be real. James Gunn, Peter Safran, David Zaslav is another one. They're all full of egos. That's what happens. Your ego will literally drive you into bankruptcy, and that's where they're heading, because look, they had to sell, so that tells you everything. But it is what it is. What can we do? In the end, we know that the Snyderverse has made money, and that's what they don't want to admit. But we know the numbers don't lie,
yep.
and in due time it's all coming out. It's all coming out, and there's no hiding this. There just isn't no type of you just can't. You just can't. It's too big. The whole movement is just too big, and it's good. That's the whole, you know, important part when it comes to all of this. Because in the end, like I said, our motto is we will stop at nothing. You want to sell, all right, but we're not stopping. You want to do this, okay. You're still not giving us a Snyderverse. Guess what? We're still not stopping until they
Yeah.
actually say, "Hey, we're giving you what you want." Then we'll stop, and then we'll be like, "What was so hard to do that?" That's all you had to do.
Yeah, and really that's kind of like the craziest thing. Like the craziest thing when because I was kind of like thinking about it as you were talking, but CW is not afraid of that concept
Yeah,
because when the Arrowverse was going on while they got rid of while the Arrowverse was going on, they were bringing in multiple variants and multiple versions of the Flash and other DC shows. Like they even brought like that's actually crazy when you think about it. Like they brought back the original Flash actor not only to play as the Flash's dad in the CW TV show, but for him to return as the original live action version of the Flash.
yeah,
And they even brought back the Superman Returns actor Brandon Ralph to play as the Superman Returns version of Superman, while he was also being the Atom. Like that's actually crazy. Like they brought back original actors to play as variants of these different Supermen while they were being other superheroes.
yeah,
Like CW had it down, so it's like that's actually the most frustrating part about this. Like you have your TV side of the you have the TV side of your own company doing the multiverse better than the movies.
yep. Big time.
That was
Crazy.
actually like that's actually crazy to think about.
Yeah, but it's Hollywood. This is what they're all about. That's the sad part when it comes to it. But it is what it is. What can we do? We just had to keep on fighting, and just keep showing them, hey, we're pushing back too. So
Hmm.
yeah, we're gonna get what we want, one way or the other, and it's going to happen. So it is what it is, and nothing's gonna stop us. They know what's up. So I'm
Yeah.
about to get going. I think I'm gonna end right here just because I got to do a few things now and stuff like that. But it was good having you on the channel again, Jeffrey. I know it's been a minute. We got to do these more streams and stuff.
Yeah, we do.
So
Yeah,
um,
nice talking to you, man.
yeah, same. I know Strong Arm. He had to go real quick, so he had something come up. He just texted me right now and stuff. So we are just chatting and things like that. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing another live stream party throughout the week and stuff like that, and then doing another watch party. So I'll keep everybody posted and things like that. So with that being said, of course, like give credit to what is it, AZ Matic 81. Um, what is it? Superman Sunday. That's what
Yeah, Superman Sunday.
Superman Sunday. I think that's gonna be our thing now for everybody everywhere. That was pretty dope. That was pretty creative right there. Superman Sunday. Wow. That literally, yo, like that. That was pretty. That was pretty smart right there. That was good. That was a good game right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, appreciate everybody for watching, for tuning in and stuff like that. So, we're gonna be doing some more stuff. Hopefully everybody, has a good start of the week tomorrow. And let's see what news comes out, because we're gonna be hearing a lot of updates from here to the end of the year. Literally the end of the month.
Yeah, literally the end
That's
of
gonna
the
be literally
year.
every day gonna be hearing, hey, you heard, damn, we're not even gonna keep up with the updates because it's gonna be dropping back to back. I'm telling you, a
Yep.
lot of things are gonna be coming out. This is exciting to see. Any other things you want to say before we get going?
No. No. I think we about covered everything.
All right, cool. But yeah, so with that being said, my friends, thank y'all for tuning in, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next stream. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
Peace.